What if someone texted you they got home safe, only to vanish minutes later without a single sound? She made it home safely, but was never seen again. No forced entry, no broken windows, no signs of struggle, just a locked apartment and a woman who was never seen again. This is the case of Lena Morris, a 24-year-old graphic designer who disappeared from her own home in 2021 after texting her friend that she had made it back safely from a late dinner. The door was locked from the inside. Her keys and phone were on the counter, but Lena was gone. No one heard a thing. No one saw a thing. And more than 2 years later, her case remains one of the most chilling mysteries in modern true crime. Lena Morris was 24 years old, a freelance graphic designer, a coffee addict, the kind of person who sent postcards, even to people she saw every week. She lived alone in a small, second-floor apartment in Portland, Oregon, loved collecting vinyl records, and was always sketching in the margins of her notebooks. According to her best friend, Lena was a gentle soul with a sharp wit. She once described her as the friend who would walk you home, then text to make sure you got inside okay. Her dream was to design for indie book covers, and she just landed her first paid publishing gig 2 weeks before she disappeared. She had no enemies, no suspicious ex, no debt, no mental health history, nothing that pointed to risk, just a quiet, creative life that ended without warning. Friday, October 15th, 2021, 8:11 p.m., Lena Morris is seen leaving Bluefinch Cafe in downtown Portland. She waves goodbye to 2 friends she'd had dinner with, telling them she'll walk the last few blocks home. She's wearing a long gray coat, dark jeans, and carrying her sketchbook on her arm. 8:37 p.m. Surveillance footage, a security camera captures her turning the corner near her building. She's alone. She doesn't appear followed. No one is visible behind her. 8:45 p.m. Phone call. Lena speaks with her sister for 7 minutes. She sounds upbeat and talks about a design project she's excited to finish over the weekend. Nothing unusual. She ends the call with, "I'm unlocking the door now. Love you." 10:42 p.m. Final text. Lena texts her best friend, "I'm home. Locking the door now, yellow heart." It's the last communication she ever sends. Saturday, October 16th, 11:23 a.m. A delivery driver arrives with a package. He leaves at the door. Lena doesn't answer the knock, which was unusual according to neighbors. Sunday, October 17th, 3:08 p.m. Lena's friend, growing worried, stops by. The package is still outside. After knocking repeatedly, she uses the spare key Lena gave her months earlier. The door is locked from the inside. Lena's phone is on the kitchen counter. Her keys are in the bowl by the door. Her shoes are by the rug. Her laptop is still open, music playing. But Lena is gone. No sign of forced entry. No blood. No evidence of struggle. Just silence. According to official police reports, the scene inside Lena Morris's apartment showed no obvious signs of foul play. Her purse, phone, and keys were exactly where she always left them. Her computer was still playing music. Her bedroom light was on. The door was reportedly locked from the inside, a detail that made police initially consider the possibility that Lena may have left voluntarily. But her family disagreed. Lena had no history of running away, and nothing in her personal life, friends, finances, or health indicated distress. Her best friend told investigators she would never leave her phone. It was her lifeline, her work, her art, everything. Puzzle piece inconsistencies that raise questions. The back fire escape window was found unlocked, but there were no fingerprints, footprints, or signs anyone entered or exited that way. Neighbors reported no screams, no loud noises, and no movement after 11 p.m. One tenant claimed to hear a soft thud around midnight, but thought it was the trash chute. Surveillance from the apartment hallway camera glitched between 10:40 p.m. and 12:15 a.m. The footage cuts out for 95 minutes, reportedly due to a hard drive issue. This glitch has never been fully explained. Lena's building had no security guard, and the main entrance required a key fob, raising the possibility that someone she trusted was already inside. Police labeled the case a missing person under suspicious circumstances. But with no signs of forced entry, no physical evidence, and no witnesses, the case quickly went cold. There was no crime scene, just a vanishing, one detective later told the press. With no signs of struggle and no concrete evidence, Lena Morris's disappearance became a breeding ground for speculation. Over time, 3 major theories began to surface among law enforcement, online sleuths, and the general public. According to detectives, there was no forced entry, which may suggest that Lena let someone in herself. Her apartment was secure, her belongings untouched, but the fire escape window was found unlocked, and investigators considered whether a trusted individual could have used it to exit. A former co-worker of Lena's was reportedly questioned early in the investigation. He was known to have visited her home weeks prior for a freelance project. Important, he was never charged, and there was no physical evidence linking him to the scene. This theory remains speculative and purely investigative. Some internet forums suggested Lena may have staged her own disappearance, possibly to escape an unknown threat or personal crisis. But close friends and family say that theory doesn't add up. She had just signed a new design contract, had plans to travel for work, and left behind everything, including her passport, laptop, and beloved sketchbooks. Investigators have found no evidence supporting this theory. Still, it cannot be ruled out entirely. A smaller, more controversial theory focused on the missing surveillance footage from Lena's hallway. The camera reportedly glitched between 10:40 p.m. and 12:15 a.m., the precise window of time in which Lena is believed to have vanished. Some Reddit users speculated about a potential cover-up or internal mishandling of evidence. However, no evidence of misconduct has ever been proven, and authorities maintain the footage loss was a hardware failure. This theory remains unconfirmed and unofficial. After Lena Morris's disappearance, her story didn't just fade. It haunted Portland, and soon, it echoed across the country. Candlelight vigils were held outside her apartment every October for 2 years. Volunteers distributed flyers, knocked on doors, and organized search parties through Forest Park and the Willamette River trails. In 2022, a mural of Lena's face appeared on a downtown wall, painted by a local artist with a caption, "She got home." That should have been enough. Her story went viral under the hashtag #FindLena, gaining over 4.2 million views on TikTok and true crime YouTube channels. Reddit sleuths dissected every second of her timeline. Independent investigators filed Freedom of Information Act, FOIA, requests for the missing surveillance data. A Change.org petition demanding that the Portland PD reopen the case gathered 85,000 plus signatures. In 2023, due to growing public pressure, Portland authorities assigned new investigators to Lena's case. Using upgraded digital forensics, they reviewed her hard drive, her phone metadata, and reanalyzed fibers found near the fire escape. One detail changed everything. According to sources close to the investigation, a partial fingerprint was found on Lena's sketchbook, previously overlooked. It didn't match anyone in her family or immediate circle. That print is now being run through the national database. Lena's parents, still living in Eugene, rarely speak to the media. But in a rare 2024 interview, her father said, "We don't need punishment. We need the truth. We need her back, one way or another." The door was locked. The lights were on. The music was playing. And yet, Lena Morris was gone. No sounds. No answers. Just one message. "I'm home." The truth about Lena Morris may never be known. But one thing is certain, this story is far from over. What do you think happened that night? Do you believe someone was inside? Or did Lena disappear on her own? Drop your theory in the comments. Your voice might help keep this case alive. Subscribe to Crime Echo Guilt for more true crime mysteries every week. Every share, comment, and click helps us echo the voices that never got to finish their story.